Geez, that's a good montage. Some good-looking roosters in there.
Is that Tom Selleck?
Or was it Sam Simmons?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Jeez, look good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 NTJFA Best and Fairest count.
Woo!
I am Worm.
And I am Wildus.
And we're from way out in the wing. And we are here to present all 8 divisions and the best and fairest winners for this year.
Now, Worm, the season doesn't happen without our wonderful sponsors, Rain, Hail and Shine. They are there week in, week out. So thanks to the sponsors on the screen there, IGA, Sports First Mowbray, Warn to Win, Callo's Coaches.
We've got the Hawthorn, we've got Tassie, obviously, Macca's, Sharon.
And Work Incorporated. Wink, wink.
There we go.
And I must give a special shout out this year to Duff TV. It might have gone unnoticed across the season, the NTJFA, but they've forensically analysed every game across the season.
Yes.
And the NTJFA are now the most statistically advanced junior league in the country.
Excellent.
And some of the stats that we have on hand today will blow your mind.
They're next level.
The participants' mind and some parents' minds.
It'll actually blow the AFL's mind.
So cutting edge here.
Why don't we get straight into it with
do it.
Under 12s Div 2.
Div 2. Now this one, IGA sponsored this league. Did you know IGA has 5,000 stores across 30 countries?
Oh, wow.
Including 1,400 in Australia and 80 in Tasmania alone.
I'm lucky enough to have one just around the corner. Amazing.
Frequent it a lot, don't you?
Vanilla slices. Let's go. Let's
have a look at the scoreboard for after round 7 for the under 12 boys Div 2.
The leaderboard. Here we go.
Ooh.
There we go. So
up nicely there.
Cooper Field, Delarane's captain, out on front on 15 votes with Harrison Murphy and Caden Marshall just behind him with 2 further votes behind with Tommy Blackwell. Just 3 votes behind young Tommy.
Another Tamer player, Wesley Bartlett, Flynn Biggood and Noah Martin, both the East Coast Swans, finishing up the leaderboard there. So
let's get straight into it.
Straight into round 8.
Round 8, Tamer v Prospect. 1 vote, Will McGrath, Prospect. 2 votes, Tommy Blackwell, Tamer. 3 votes, Wesley Bartlett, Tamer.
Deloraine versus Longford. 1 vote, Cooper Field, Deloraine. 2 votes, Zaid Arnold, Deloraine. 3 votes, Logan Harrower, Deloraine.
East Coast v South Launceston, a tight one there. 1 vote, Flynn Bidgood, East Coast. 2 votes, Noah Martin, East Coast. 3 votes, Campbell Main, South Launceston.
East Launceston versus Scottsdale. 1 vote, Nixon Coombs, East Launceston. 2 votes, Harrison Murphy, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Harry Proctor, East Launceston.
Georgetown v North Launceston. 1 vote, Mason Johnson, Georgetown. 2 votes, Xavier Nilsson, Georgetown. 3 votes, William Power, Georgetown.
Some good scoring there. Have a look at the leaderboard. Cooper Field continues his 1-point advantage over Harrison Murphy, and Tommy Blackwell, Wesley Bartlett now equal on points. The 2 prodigious talents out of the Tamer Valley team.
Yeah, coached against both these boys. Wes is a very, very solid contributor from the ruck, runs all day, and young Tommy, he's a tackler, he's tenacious, he loves a contest. So let's get
round 9.
Round 9.
Scottsdale versus Tamer. 1 vote, Heath Blackwell, Tamer. 2 votes, Wesley Bartlett, Tamer. 3 votes, Tom Blackwell, Tamer.
Prospect v Longford. 1 vote, Archie Green, Longford. 2 votes, Will McGrath, Prospect. And 3 votes, Riley Atley, Longford.
North Launceston versus East Coast. 1 vote, Noah Martin, East Coast. 2 votes, Flynn Bidgood, East Coast. 3 votes, Floyd Groves, East Coast.
East Launceston v Deloraine. 1 vote, Harrison Proctor, East Launceston. 2 votes, Zaid Arnold, Deloraine. And 3 votes, Cooper Field, Deloraine.
South Launceston versus Georgetown. Ooh, low scoring but tight. 1 vote, Caden Marshall, Georgetown. 2 votes, Jack Turner, South Launceston. 3 votes, Harry Morrison, South Launceston.
Well, there we go, Wildus. Let's get to the leaderboard. And with 3 votes in that game against East Launceston,
putting a bit of a gap.
Cooperfield extends his lead. He's the Deloraine skipper, a very, very strong midfielder. Plays with good side, good size, good skills, and loves kicking a goal.
What'll be interesting here is how many votes the 2 Tamer boys actually take off each other. They're going pretty well there. Are they stealing votes from each other? We'll have to wait and see.
Let's wait and see. Let's get to round 10.
Let's do it.
Tamer v East Coast. 1 vote, Noah Martin, East Coast. 2 votes, Wesley Bartlett, Tamer Valley. And 3 votes, Tommy Blackwell, Tamer Valley.
East Launceston versus Longford. 1 vote, Crosby Line, East Launceston. 2 votes, Alex French, East Launceston. 3 votes, Charlie Dendham, East Launceston. Familiar name that is.
Prospect v Georgetown. 1 vote, Oscar Alexandra, Prospect. 2 votes, William Power, Georgetown. 3 votes, Jackson Kirbishley, Prospect.
Scottsdale versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Cooperfield, Deloraine. 2 votes, Joby Beeson, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Justin Saltmarsh, Deloraine.
North Launceston v South Launceston. 1 vote, Bo Ellie Gardner, North Launceston. 2 votes, Charlie Laidlaw, South Launceston. 3 votes, Kaneda Connolly, South Launceston. Well, Wildus, let's have a look at the leaderboard.
We've got 1 vote there.
Tamer boys are on the march.
Yes, there we go. So we're tied at the top after 10 rounds. Now, interesting fact about Cooperfield. Very good player, wins his own ball, but here's the first stat of the BNF count. He beat his father's record, so his father Scott, with 413 ground ball wins, which is a mammoth effort across an under-12 season. So 413 ground balls.
That is phenomenal.
Massive numbers.
Love the stats. Thank you, Duff TV. Let's move on. Round 11.
Deloraine versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Cooperfield, Deloraine. 2 votes, Zaid Arnold, Deloraine. 3 votes, Archer Tangane, Deloraine.
Longford v Scottsdale. 1 vote, Riley Atley, Longford. 2 votes, Carter Hill, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Archibald Boyd, Longford.
East Launceston versus Georgetown. 1 vote, Caden Marshall, Georgetown. 2 votes, Alex French, East Launceston. 3 votes, Charlie Dendham, East Launceston.
East Coast v Prospect. 1 vote, Jamie Dazinger, Prospect. 2 votes, Flynn Bidgood, East Coast. And 3 votes, Floyd Groves, East Coast.
Tamer versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Charlie Laidlaw, South Launceston. 2 votes, Wesley Bartlett, Tamer. 3 votes, Tom Blackwell, Tamer Valley.
Well, the leaders are continuing to poll well, Wildus.
They are consistent, to say the least.
Let's get onto the leaderboard.
Ooh, Tommy Blackwell takes a lead for the first time, and Cooperfield splits the 2 Tamer boys. Now, as I said, I thought they might have been splitting points there, but they continue to vote each of them. So, Tamer, a wonderful effort.
And they continue to win all year, Tamer. They only lost 1 game early on in the season and win every one there. So, you'd expect those boys to continue polling well.
Let's get into round 12.
Prospect v East Launceston. 1 vote, Rex Adams, Prospect. 2 votes, Charlie Demden, East Launceston. 3 votes, Alex French, East Launceston.
Scottsdale versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Jack Turner, South Launceston. 2 votes, Harrison Murphy, Scottsdale. 3 votes, James Lynch, South Launceston.
East Coast v North Launceston. 1 vote, James Toms, East Coast. 2 votes, Macklin Hayes, East Coast. And 3 votes, Floyd Groves, East Coast.
Tamer versus Longford. 1 vote, Riley Atley, Longford. 2 votes, Oscar Smith, Tamer Valley. 3 votes, Wesley Bartlett, Tamer Valley.
Georgetown v Deloraine. 1 vote, Justin Saltmarsh, Deloraine. 2 votes, Cooper Field, Deloraine. And 3 votes, Zaid Arnold, Deloraine.
Now Wesley will have closed it up here, I think. Oh, look at this.
Let's go back. Let's go back to that.
We have not
leaderboard.
factored this in as the first vote count of the afternoon. And look at this. We've got a 3-way tie after 12 rounds. So
we've got 12, we've got 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 3 rounds. We've got 9 votes. We could have anyone on the leaderboard could come back and win this now.
Well,
Zaid Arnold, midfielder, loves a goal. He's climbing that leaderboard, a very, very creative player and a mad Essendon supporter.
Now,
very much like Jake Stringer.
Really? Now, round 13 could be unlucky for someone, but could be very lucky for someone else. Well, let's have a look.
Let's find out. Round 13.
North Launceston versus Scottsdale. 1 vote, Josh Burling, North Launceston. 2 votes, Chase Rodsidis, North Launceston. 3 votes, Harrison Murphy, Scottsdale.
East Coast v Georgetown. Caden Marshall, Georgetown. 2 votes, Xavier Nilsson, Georgetown. 3 votes, Floyd Groves, East Coast.
Longford versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Riley Atley, Longford. 2 votes, Thomas Wing, Longford. And 3 votes, Will Garwood, South Launceston.
Deloraine v Prospect. 1 vote, Sam Crawford, Deloraine. 2 votes, Zaid Arnold, Deloraine. 3 votes, Cooper Field, Deloraine.
Tamer versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Tom Blackwell, Tamer Valley. 2 votes, Charlie Dendham, East Launceston. And 3 votes, Wesley Bartlett, Tamer Valley.
Wow, there you go.
Which means we've gone to a 2-way lead. Young Wesley and Cooper.
Tommy Blackwell, a couple of votes below. And then we've got Harrison Murphy, a grunt midfielder, loves to kick a goal. Sitting there, still a chance.
Harrison Murphy actually had the highest disposal efficiency under pressure at 67% this season for the Tamer Valley team.
I loving the statistics, Wildus. Absolutely loving them. Right, let's get on to round 14. Round 14. Deloraine v East Launceston. 1 vote, Cooper Field, Deloraine. 2 votes, Roberto Byrne, East Launceston. 3 votes, Zaid Arnold, Deloraine.
Georgetown versus Tamer. 1 vote, Eliza Fafita, Georgetown. 2 votes, Wesley Bartlett, Tamer Valley. 3 votes, Tom Blackwell, Tamer Valley.
South Launceston v Scottsdale. 1 vote, Harrison Murphy, Scottsdale. 2 votes, Jet Norton, South Launceston. And 3 votes, Sebastian Polk, South Launceston.
North Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Chase Rodsidis, North Launceston. 2 votes, Josh Burling, North Launceston. 3 votes, Noah Jones, Prospect.
Longford v East Coast. 1 vote, Caden Hayes, Longford. 2 votes, Carson Atchison, Longford. And 3 votes, Floyd Groves, East Coast.
In a rich vein of form, Floyd Groves from East Coast there.
Well, let's go back to the leaderboard and we'll have a look at how we're going with round 14. And so it's really a 3-horse race that can win it now.
Yeah, I think they've actually polled in just about every game Cooper, Tommy and Wesley. So It's going to come down to a tight race if they're going to pole in these last couple of rounds.
Well, let's find out and see how we go with the last round, round 15. Prospect v East Coast. 1 vote, Flynn Bidgood, East Coast. 2 votes, Will McGrath, Prospect. 3 votes, Bryce McKimmie, East Coast.
North Launceston versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Alex French, East Launceston. 2 votes, Angus Dudman, North Launceston. 3 votes, Charlie Dendham, East Launceston.
Georgetown v Longford. 1 vote, Riley Atley, Longford. 2 votes, Will Power, Georgetown. And 3 votes, Hunter Clark, Georgetown.
South Launceston versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Jack Turner, South Launceston. 2 votes, Cooper Field, Deloraine. 3 votes, Samuel Crawford, Deloraine. The final game of the season comes down to this.
Tamar v Scottsdale, and a convincing wing to Tamar. You'd expect the 2 boys to pole well. Let's check it out. 1 vote, Dustin Rockcliffe, Scottsdale. 2 votes, Tom Blackwell, Tamar Valley. 3 votes, Wesley Bartlett from Tamar Valley.
Wow.
There we go, Wildus. This is close.
Let's have a look at this final leaderboard because I can't do the maths on the top of my head. So
well, let's work our way up. The best and fairest.
No, but I think it'll come up down the bottom here.
No, there it is. Up there, the best and fairest runner-up. We've got joint runner-ups.
Wowzers.
In Tommy Blackwell and Cooper Field.
Congratulations, boys. So that must mean one thing.
Our winner for the 2023 Under-12s Div 2 in the NTJFA is Wesley Bartlett from the Tamar Demons.
Wow.
Well done, Wes. A fantastic
Congratulations,
season.
Wes.
Let's have a look at the final leaderboard. We've got Wes on 31 votes, getting over Tommy and Cooper.
2 votes.
Equal second, 29. Third place, Harrison Murphy and
Charlie Dendham. You'd be proud of that one, Worm.
Well done, very much so. Better than his father ever did. So well done, young fella. And on 5th place, what are we? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, Zaid Arnold from Deloraine.
Beautifully today.
Well done. Boys, what a fantastic season. I've been lucky enough to coach against some of these guys, Wildus, and those boys at the top of the leaderboard have had an exceptional years and are hard to coach against. So
congratulations, boys. We look forward to seeing you progress through your football in the years to come.
And good luck in the grand final for those competing as well.
Welcome back to the NTJFA Best and Fairest, and we are here for
the
Under-12 Division 1.
The elite of the elite at the Under-12 level. Let's get into it and see how the votes go.
This division is brought to you by Callo's Coaches. Not only is their bus fleet one of the most modern and safest in Tasmania, they are also 100% Tasmanian owned and operated. So thanks, Callo's.
Well done.
Appreciate everything you do.
We love the support. Let's get to the votes. And let's have a look at the leaderboard at round 7 and see where we're at, Wildus. There we go.
Harry Taylor from South Launceston out in front.
As expected, South Launceston a very, very strong side in the Under-12s Div 1. And Harry Taylor and Nick Cameron leading the way. We've got
Kennel Stablemate.
Yeah, young Cooper Bardenhagen. A few votes behind, and Colby Brewer, big strong ruckman out of Prospect.
A few Prospect boys just in the bottom end there.
Yeah,
so
Kobe Hedger, Zane Hume from North, and then Toby Lewis on 3 votes, rounding out the leaderboard. So let's get to it with round 8, hey?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Eden Wilmot, Launceston. 2 votes, George Durkin, Prospect. 3 votes, Colby Brewer, Prospect.
South Launceston v Launceston. 1 vote, Milo Cottam, South Launceston. 2 votes, Tyler Young, South Launceston. 3 votes. Harry Taylor, South Launceston. There we go, Wildus. So let's have a quick squiz at the leaderboard. Harry Taylor extends his lead out there, but Colby Brewer matched him with the 3 votes. Colby rucks for Prospect up there, loves kicking a barrel like his old man Stewie Plugger Brewer. He was a South Launceston legend. So.
Well, Colby actually had the highest number of long kicks in the under-12 division this year, beating his father Scott by a significant margin.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise
thanks
me.
Thanks to Duff for that stat.
Amazing. Let's get to round 9. South Launceston v Launceston. 1 vote, Matthias West, South Launceston. 2 votes, Ethan Philpott, South Launceston. 3 votes, Brylan Murfitt, South Launceston.
Prospect versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Zane Hume, North Launceston. 2 votes, Clancy Richmond, Prospect. 3 votes, Toby Lewis, Prospect.
Let's get to the leaderboard, Wildus, after round 9, and neither Colby or Harry.
Maybe weeks off.
Yeah, but maybe resting, but the leaderboard's tightened up a little bit outside of Harry, who's a few votes ahead. So
Toby Lewis just making his move there.
Let's get to round 10.
North Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Brack Skillo, South Launceston. 2 votes, Sullivan McQuestion, South Launceston. 3 votes, Nick Cameron, South Launceston.
Or the general making a move. Launceston v Prospect. 1 vote, Toby Claxton, Launceston. 2 votes, Jordan Blair, Prospect. And 3 votes, Colby Brewer, Prospect. Let's get to the leaderboard, and with those 3 votes, Colby
closes the gap up on Harry.
Absolutely.
Nick Cameron just making his move as well.
That doesn't surprise me with Nick. He's a solid ruckman, does a bit of chop-out work down back and doesn't mind snagging a goal. 13 goals so far this season with the big dance to come. So
let's get into round 11, Worm.
All right, let's go. Round 11, South Launceston v Prospect. 1 vote, Milo Cottam, South Launceston. 2 votes, Colby Brewer, Prospect. 3 votes, Tyler Young, South Launceston.
Launceston versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Cooper Bardenhagen, North Launceston. 2 votes, Eden Wilmot, Launceston. 3 votes, Thomas Lovegrove, Launceston.
Well, 2 votes there for young Colby, and he is closing the gap. This is getting tight. I like it.
These ones.
Ooh, there we go. Not much other movement outside it. It's probably say it's a 3-horse race at the moment.
Watch here for Nick Cameron's late surge.
No, there's 4 rounds to go, and there could be plenty to come. Plenty of exciting action.
Absolutely. Round 12.
Let's get to it.
Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Thomas Hartley, South Launceston. 2 votes, Thomas Lovegrove, Launceston.
Or is it going to be a Thomas?
3 votes, Milo Cottam, South Launceston.
Prospect v North Launceston. 1 vote, Toby Lewis.
Here he comes.
Prospect. 2 votes, Cooper Bardenhagen, North Launceston. 3 votes.
Oh,
Colby Brewer, Prospect.
Let's see how the dust settles on this one.
Wow, here we go. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And Colby
we have a new leader, new clubhouse leader.
There we go, Colby, the multi-sportsman, loves a bit of basketball as well, and he has jumped. You like what I did there? Jumped ahead of young Harry Taylor. They both have a pretty solid end of the season, so let's see how that fares, Wildus, in round 13.
Lucky 13.
Let's see how we go. North Launceston v Launceston. 1 vote, Archie Croon, Launceston. 2 votes, Angus Stewart, North Launceston. 3 votes, Cooper Bardenhagen,
late charge,
Launceston.
South Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Clancy Richmond, Prospect. 2 votes, Alex White, South Launceston. 3 votes, Nick Cameron, South Launceston. Tell you what, we might struggle to get a closer vote count than this across the rest of these divisions.
This is unbelievable. Look at that. Look at Cooper and Nick both starting to make a run.
So we got 4 in the running here that can potentially win this with 2 rounds to go.
It's anyone in the top 4's chance. So let's find out. And let's move to the next round, Wildus, which is round
14.
Well done.
South Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote, Ethan Philpott, South Launceston, 2 votes. Archie Matthews, South Launceston, and 3 votes. Harry Taylor, South Launceston.
North Launceston v Prospect. 1 vote. Ethan Lett, North Launceston. 2 votes. Cooper Bardenhagen, North Launceston. 3 votes.
Wow.
Colby Brewer, Prospect Junior Football
Jeez,
Club.
I tell you what, if you're any of these boys, you're sitting on the edge of your couch with the family around, you're just not quite sure how this is going to fall here.
Oh, look at that. With 1 round to go, we've got Colby ahead by 1 vote on Harry Taylor. It is phenomenal. We love a close B&F count.
Last round.
Love a close
It comes
B&F
down
count.
to this.
Let's see how we go in round 15.
Launceston versus North Launceston. 1 vote. Thomas Green, Launceston. 2 votes. Cooper Bardenhagen, North Launceston. 3 votes. Eden Wilmont, Launceston.
Wow. Prospect v South Launceston.
Comes down to this.
1 vote. Hunter Baker, Prospect. 2 votes. Nick Cameron, South Launceston. 3 votes.
Wow,
Harry Taylor,
what a way.
South Launceston. What a way to finish a season.
Jeepers. With the best on-ground performance.
I mean, fantastic effort, obviously.
So our runners-up, or our runner-up, for the Under-12 Division 1 Best and Fairest, Colby Brewer from the Prospect Hawks.
Well done, Colby. Fantastic season that you've had, mate, in the ruck and running all day, so thoroughly deserved your runner-up award trophy. Yeah, well done, mate.
Not sure if they get trophies yet. Just
Award. No worries. But your 2023 Under-12 Boys Div 1 Best and Fairest winner is Harry Taylor from the South Launceston Bulldogs Football Club.
Terrific young player on both feet. Small midfielder forward. Loves to kick a goal.
Absolutely.
Does love a celebration, does he not?
33 goals a year. Rumoured to have his haircut already booked in for the grand final on Friday. Yeah, he's had it today. So.
I hope it's got a bit of length at the back, unlike you and I.
He'll have a little cut down the side. So, no, well done, Harry. A great achievement. Obviously, fantastic genes in your family, mate, and you've continued to show that, mate. A great year, and all the best for tomorrow and your Bulldogs in the grand final and all our other competitors.
And well done to all the vote getters in the Under-12 Division 1 Best and Fairest for season 2023.
So we had Harry Taylor on 23 votes, beating Colby by 2. Cooper Bardenhagen
made a late charge.
What a phenomenal end of the season. He had just 5 votes behind in 3rd place. Nick Cameron on 17 votes and Tyler Young on 8, with Toby Lewis on 7 votes for Prospect as well.
Well done, boys.
Yeah, well done, boys. All the best on a fantastic season.
Well, some fantastic footage there of games across the season. Congratulations if you appeared on there, especially some of the rep players across the year. Fantastic recognition at Underage Sport to earn a rep jersey. So well done to all those players.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Wildus, a quick message to thank our sponsors again. They do a fantastic effort, and obviously without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to have the seasons that we get to have. So thank you to our sponsors. There they are up on the screen again.
No, thanks to all of the sponsors across the year. Worm, what have we got up now, mate?
We're going to roll into the under-14 girls.
Beautiful. Warn to Win, one of the sponsors of this league, designs, manufactures and supplies sporting uniforms across Australia. Now, unlike a lot of sporting manufacturers, they develop their own fabric for their sole use. So this allows them to provide purpose-developed fabrics across all sports. Warn to Win.
That's what we like.
Fantastic gear.
Well done.
That's what I'm wearing. Oh, no, not today. No, sorry.
At night time. So, rightio, let's get into the under-14 girls. And let's have a quick look at the leaderboard after round 7. We're going to have a tight one here, Wildus, and
we've got a leader at the front at the moment, Aya Cottam from the South Launceston Bulldogs.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but my maths works out that after 7 rounds and 21 votes, that means she's got 7 best on ground. Is that right? That's right.
I think so.
So
yeah.
What a great start to the season from Aya Cottam. Sheila Brown-Cross on 13 votes. Amelia Carter just behind her on 11. Isla de Boer from the East Coast Swans on 10.
Best thing about that is, look at the spread of clubs.
Yeah, it's
just about every club represented there, which makes for a fantastic division and competition across all the games.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. Let's get into the count. We'll start with round 8.
Tamer versus Scottsdale, 1 vote. Amelia Carter, Scottsdale, 2 votes. Holly Stokes, Scottsdale, 3 votes. Gabriella Wright, Tamer Valley.
Deloraine v South Launceston, 1 vote. Hannah Long, South Launceston, 2 votes. Jasmine Hartley, South Launceston, 3 votes. Aya Cottam, South Launceston.
Another one. East Launceston versus Longford, 1 vote. Gracie Hurst, East Launceston, 2 votes. Georgie Natoli, Longford, 3 votes. Lily Stewart, Longford.
Evandale v North Launceston, 1 vote. Keely Trudgeon, North Launceston, 2 votes. Mika Brown, Evandale, 3 votes. Ruby Payne, North Launceston.
East Coast versus Prospect, 1 vote. Nikki Gamble, East Coast, 2 votes. Sophie Gartrell, Prospect, 3 votes. Layla Stonehouse, Prospect.
So we had some of those young girls on the leaderboard continuing their strong seasons. Aya with another best on ground performance. That's 8
3
in a row.
votes will give you a bit more gap.
Well done. Shayla Brown-Cross with 13 votes. It's a tight tussle there, Wildus, between 2nd place and 6th. So only 3 votes between
those
all the
girls.
girls
They wouldn't want Aya Cottam to get another best on ground just to extend that lead. But I guess we'll find out in round 9.
Let's get to it. North Launceston v East Coast, 1 vote. Lily Brinsmead, East Coast, 2 votes. Chelsea Brown, East Coast, 3 votes. Isla de Boer, East Coast.
East Launceston versus Tamer, 1 vote. Gabriella Wright, Tamer, 2 votes. Ashley Davies, Tamer, 3 votes. Cami Thomas, Tamer.
Evandale v Deloraine, 1 vote. Harley Hill, Evandale, 2 votes. Adari Bloomfield, Deloraine, 3 votes. Murphy Joe Maloney, Deloraine.
Scottsdale versus Longford, 1 vote. Madeline Fletcher, Scottsdale, 2 votes. Caitlin Murfitt, Longford, 3 votes. Shannon McCullum, Longford.
Prospect v South Launceston, 1 vote. Jasmine Hartley, South Launceston, 2 votes. Nastaran Jafari, Prospect, 3 votes. Aya Cottam, South Launceston.
Rich vein of form.
9 best on grounds, 27 votes.
And did kick a few goals this year, did she not?
I think she did. Probably around 77 goals so far in the season, including, to start the year, how's this, Wildus? A bag of 11 and a bag of 10 in round 1 and 2.
What's the most you ever kicked in a game?
Not as many as Aya. She's a far superior player than you and I will ever be. So let's move on to round 10 and see if she can go 10 from 10.
North Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Madison Jordan, North Launceston. 2 votes, Sophie Dean, South Launceston. 3 votes, Aya Cottam, South Launceston.
Tamar v East Coast. 1 vote, Gabriella Wright, Tamar Valley. 2 votes, Ava Hawaka, East Coast. 3 votes, Ashley Davis, Tamar Valley.
Prospect versus Longford. 1 vote, Indiana Ainsley, Longford. 2 votes, Sophie Gartrell, Prospect. 3 votes, Lily Stewart, Longford.
East Launceston v Evandale. 1 vote, Harley Hill, Evandale. 2 votes, Gracie Hurst, East Launceston. 3 votes, Malia Dudman, Evandale.
Scottsdale versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Rihanna Lett, Scottsdale. 2 votes, Amber Tatnell, Deloraine. 3 votes, Amelia Carter, Scottsdale.
There we go. Amelia with another 3 votes. She loves getting in there. She's a midfielder, gets her own ball, really, really loves it and knows how to find that ball.
She actually had a season-high run receives of 77 to lead the league in that stat. So well done, Amelia.
Well, there you go. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And unbelievably, Aya Cottam has gone 10 from 10 in regards to best.
Have you genuinely ever seen a best and fairest vote count where something like that happens?
She's a raw talent. She loves the contest, unlike others with the surname Cottam.
She collected 26 hardball gets in the first 4 rounds, eclipsing her father Brad, who had a very distinguished career, albeit on the outside. So 4 rounds, she got 26 hardball gets, beat her father.
That's phenomenal.
Well
that would have been his
across a career.
There we go. Right, let's get into round 11.
Deloraine versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Madison Jordan, North Launceston. 2 votes, Ruby Payne, North Launceston. 3 votes, Charlotte Aylett, Deloraine.
Tamar v South Launceston. 1 vote, Cami Thomas, Tamar Valley. 2 votes, Aya Cottam, South
Someone
Launceston.
must have played a good game here.
Well, who was it? It was Shakaya Blackwell from South Launceston with 3 votes.
Longford versus Evandale. 1 vote, Georgie Natoli, Longford. 2 votes, Malaya Dudman, Evandale. 3 votes, Shayla Brown Cross, Longford.
Scottsdale v Prospect. 1 vote, Sadie Marshall, Prospect. 2 votes, Pacey Nichols, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Amelia Carter, Scottsdale.
East Coast versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Nikki Gambles, East Coast. 2 votes, Ashleen Dingen, East Launceston. 3 votes, Gracie Hurst, East Launceston.
There we go, Wildus. So let's get to the leaderboard.
And just giving those behind her a little bit of a chance there, or a little reprieve, not getting best on ground.
I think she might have. She might be a little bit too far ahead. But I tell you what,
look at the battle here.
It's fantastic.
Underneath.
And Shayla Brown Cross having another fantastic game for Longford. She has lots and loads of natural talent and is elite by foot. So it's no surprise to see her up there in the leaderboard.
She had a staggering average of 520 metres gained per game with that long kick.
That would surprise me.
Huge.
A massive, massive kick.
Huge.
So let's move on and let's get to round 12 and see how we go.
Let's do it.
East Coast v North Launceston, a tight tussle down the bay. Sienna Priest, 1 vote, North Launceston. 2 votes, Isla de Boer, East Coast. 3 votes, Candice Parkinson, North Launceston.
Scottsdale versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Sophie Dean, South Launceston. 2 votes, Abby Samek, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Aya Cottam, South Launceston.
Prospect v East Launceston. 1 vote, Gracie Hurst, East Launceston. 2 votes, Layla Stonehouse, Prospect. And 3 votes, Farishta Abdul Hakim, Prospect.
Tamer versus Evandale, 1 vote. Malaya Dudman, Evandale, 2 votes. Gabriella Wright, Tamer, 3 votes. Cami Thomas, Tamer.
Deloraine forfeited to Longford in the final game. So let's get to the leaderboard. And we can see
the best
there.
on ground. I think I'm going to do the maths here.
Think it's done?
I'm going to call it. I think it's done, but look at the tightness.
I tell you what.
Look at the tightness for runner-up here.
Absolutely. Cami Thomas, another 3 votes there. I think this is actually her first year of football. She's a national long jumper, so great to see girls from other sports coming into our game, using their natural ability and really excelling at the game of footy.
Well,
it's fantastic.
With thanks to Duff TV again, so you mentioned she's a long jumper. She spent 5 minutes and 34 seconds airborne across the year. Do you have a guess what the next nearest number was?
I wouldn't know. I've never heard of this stat before.
37 seconds was the next nearest player.
Wow.
5 minutes and 34 airborne. That's a good jumper.
That's that athletic ability.
Well done, Cami.
Well done, Cami. Let's get around round 13 and see how we go.
North Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote. Layla Stonehouse, Prospect. 2 votes. Madison Jordan, North Launceston. 3 votes. Shady Marshall, Prospect.
Longford v Scottsdale, 1 vote. Holly Stokes, Scottsdale. 2 votes. Shayla Brown Cross, Longford. 3 votes. Ruby Mountney, Scottsdale.
Deloraine versus Evandale. 1 vote. Brittany Chandler Onions, Deloraine. 2 votes. Adari Bloomfield, Deloraine. 3 votes. Malala Dudman, Evandale.
Tamar v East Launceston, 1 vote. Ashley Davis, Tamar Valley. 2 votes. Cami Thomas, Tamar Valley. 3 votes. Gabriella Wright, Tamar Valley.
East Coast versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Chloe Martin, East Coast. 2 votes. Aya Cottam, South Launceston. 3 votes. Sophie Dean, South Launceston.
Well, let's go to the leaderboard. I think we know what's happening on top with Aya getting another 2 votes. She streaks ahead, but it is closing up for that second place, Wildus. Amelia Carter and
Shayla Brown Cross got 2 that round just to close up the gap and become equal with Amelia. So let's see whether Gabriella or Malala can grab some votes in these last couple of rounds and close it right up.
Let's go. Let's
have a 4-way runner-up.
There we go. Let's see what happens in round 14. Deloraine v East Coast. 1 vote, Chelsea Brown, East Coast. 2 votes, Peyton Stewart, Deloraine. 3 votes, Isla de Boer, East Coast.
Scottsdale versus East Launceston. 1 vote. Madden Wood, Scottsdale. 2 votes. Molly Fletcher, Scottsdale. 3 votes. Amelia Carter, Scottsdale.
Evandale v Prospect. 1 vote, Sophie Gartrell, Prospect. 2 votes, Malala Dudman, Evandale. 3 votes, Farishta Abdul Hakim, Prospect.
North Launceston versus Tamer. 1 vote. Navia Trinder, North Launceston. 2 votes. Cami Thomas, Tamer Valley. 3 votes. Ruby Payne, North Launceston.
Longford v South Launceston. 1 vote, Isabella Bauman, Longford. 2 votes, Molly Tubb, Longford. 3 votes, Matilda Gear, South Launceston. And our leaderboard, William.
Well, you can see Aya on top there, but Amelia just put a little gap with 1 round to go on Shayla Brown Cross. Isla de Boer made a little bit of a move there into equal third. Malaya Dudman, Gabriella Wright and Cami Thomas on 17 points. So it does come down to the last round, even though Aya has it well and truly sewn up at the top. Let's see what happens underneath.
Let's go. Let's move straight into round 15.
Longford versus East Coast. 1 vote. Georgie Natoli, Longford. 2 votes. Lily Brinsmead, East Coast. 3 votes. India Hume, Longford.
East Launceston v Deloraine, 1 vote. Charlotte Aylett, Deloraine, 2 votes. Peyton Stewart, Deloraine, 3 votes. Murphy Joe Maloney, Deloraine.
North Launceston versus Evandale, 1 vote. Malala Dudman, Evandale, 2 votes. Madison Jordan, North Launceston, 3 votes. Latea Wilkinson, Evandale.
Prospect v Scottsdale, 1 vote. Carly Johnson, Scottsdale, 2 votes. Sophie Gartrell, Prospect, 3 votes. Madden Wood, Scottsdale.
South Launceston versus Tamar, 1 vote. Sophie Dean, South Launceston, 2 votes. Alexandra French, South Launceston, 3 votes. Aya Cottam, South Launceston.
And an amazing way to finish the season, Wildus, which has been, for Aya, fantastic. Obviously, she's going to be our winner. But let's have a look and see how the best and fairest runner-up went with...
Congratulations, Amelia Carter from the Scottsdale Crows. A fantastic season, and in probably any other season, you'd be well and truly up there potentially pushing, but unfortunately, you've got someone of the ilk of our best and fairest.
Well, Amelia, before you get to that, Amelia is a bottom ager. She's only 13, I think, so she might still have another year in the under 14. So well done to her. But yes, our winner for the 2023 under 14 girls is Aya Cottam from the South Launceston Bulldogs in probably
fantastic effort.
Has been one of the most dominant best and fairest counts I've ever.
If you have a season like that, you probably deserve to be that far ahead in the best and fairest.
Yeah,
so congratulations, Aya. Look at this, 40 votes out on top.
Plays in the midfield, kicked 70, 80 goals. It's a fantastic
Amelia
season.
finished with 21, so she's just about doubled the rest of them. Congratulations.
Yeah, Malala Dudman's come in third from Evandale on 18 votes, equal with Shayla Brown-Cross, Isla and Isla de Boer. And then we've got the 2 Tamer girls, Gabriella Wright and Cami Thomas, who have both had fantastic seasons, finishing on 17 votes.
So a fantastic spread of clubs there as well. Congratulations, girls. It's wonderful to see you out in the park plying your trade. Wonderful to see so many girls out there playing AFL football.
Absolutely. And all the best in your grand final this weekend. Exciting times in Tasmanian football, Wildus. And we're back, and we've got another massive vote count to run through. It's the under 14 boys, Div 2.
Some of these boys may well be running out in the first Tassie team in a couple of years' time.
It's that age group, so let's have a look and see what superstars have dominated the season in the under 14 boys Division 2.
Brought to you, brought to us this year by Work Incorporated, Wink. Everything you need for work, stationery, copy paper, furniture, laptops. Shop online for delivery Australia-wide. Thanks, Wink.
Thank you, Wink. And now, let's wink to this. Round 7, the leaderboard. Ooh, look at this. This is pretty tight there, Wildus, with Darcy Kitchen from Longford out ahead, 1 vote ahead of Cade Norman from the Magpies.
Andy Hazelwood or Jackson Harrison from the Swans. Andy Hazelwood from Scottsdale. Connor French, also from East Coast. Tyler Leadham, Fletcher Luttrell and Jackson Berwick.
Big Fletch. No surprise to see Longford and Magpies, Scottsdale boys up there. They've had a fantastic season. So
let's get into it, Worming.
Absolutely, mate. We're going to start with round 8, like we have for all the other votes. And let's get to it.
Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote. Oliver Green, Launceston, 2 votes. Balin Kilda, Launceston, 3 votes. Big Fletcher Luttrell, Launceston.
East Launceston v Scottsdale, 1 vote. Thomas Smith, Scottsdale, 2 votes. Andy Hazelwood, Scottsdale, 3 votes. Cade Norman, Scottsdale.
Storman. Deloraine versus Longford, 1 vote. Jordan Dodd, Longford, 2 votes. Jackson Berwick, Longford, 3 votes. Darcy Kitchen, Longford.
East Coast v South Launceston, 1 vote. Charlie Hogarth, South Launceston, 2 votes. Byron Woods, East Coast, 3 votes. Jackson Harrison, East Coast.
Flicking over to the leaderboard worm after that round. Darcy with
another 3 votes.
3 votes, just extending lead. But Storm and Norman on his tail.
Yeah, another 3 votes for Cade, so well done. And Jackson Harrison, our leaders, all 3 votes. So what an exciting start to this count we've got, Wildus. Let's move into round 9 and see if that excitement continues. East Launceston v Longford. 1 vote. Hugh Daly, East Launceston. 2 votes. Darcy Kitchen, Longford. 3 votes. Jackson Berwick, Longford.
North Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote. Fletcher Luttrell, Launceston. 2 votes. Ethan Ship, Launceston. 3 votes. Jack Healy, Launceston.
Scottsdale v East Coast. 1 vote. Tyler Spears, East Coast. 2 votes. Cade Norman, Scottsdale. And 3 votes. Connor French, East Coast.
South Launceston versus Deloraine. 1 vote. Logan Richardson, South Launceston. 2 votes. Tyler Leadham, South Launceston. 3 votes. Phoenix Howard, South Launceston.
Let's jump into the leaderboard, Wildus, and as we can see there, another couple of votes for Darcy. Extends the lead.
Couple for Cade as well.
Getting the 2 votes as well.
Just putting a little bit of a gap on Jackson, or the Jackson boys.
The Jackson twins.
Jackson family.
Jackson family, yes.
They're probably not family.
Are there 5 of them? The Jackson 5? No, there's only 2.
Doubt it. Yeah,
only 2. But anyway, it's pretty close. Let's continue on and move to round 10.
Launceston versus Scottsdale. 1 vote. Ruben Nichols, Launceston. 2 votes. Andy Hazelwood, Scottsdale. 3 votes. Cade Norman, Scottsdale.
East Launceston v East Coast. 1 vote. Tyler Spears, East Coast. 2 votes. Alfie Palmer, East Launceston. 3 votes. Jackson Harrison, East Coast.
North Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Angus Clark, South Launceston. 2 votes. Lachlan Davey, South Launceston. 3 votes. Tyler Leadham, South Launceston.
Go grab some water, Wildus.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Prospect v Deloraine. 1 vote. Billy Port, Prospect. 2 votes. Jackson Quill, Prospect. 3 votes. Charlie Weymouth, Prospect. Well, let's get to the leaderboard, and
we have a change.
There we go. We've got Cade Norman just pushing his way up there on the leaderboard. Couple of votes ahead of Darcy Kitchen from Longford. I'll get that out eventually.
And then Tyler and Andy have split the Jackson boys here.
Yeah, so Jackson getting the 3 votes. So well done there, Jackson. And it's not too bad a count, Wildus. Let's continue.
No, so interesting stat for Darcy Kitchen this year. He's a prodigious sporting talent, a very, very fast bowler, very scary too. Just need to ask young Crosby Line how scary he is.
Right.
Led the league with taps to advantage and long kicks.
Wow, there you go.
Thanks to Duff for those stats.
Excellent. I love the stats from Duff. Let's move in to round 11. East Launceston v South Launceston. 1 vote. Alfie Palmer, East Launceston. 2 votes. Tyler Leadham, South Launceston. 3 votes. Max Woodruff, East Launceston.
Deloraine versus Scottsdale. 1 vote. Ryan Saunders, Scottsdale. 2 votes. Cade Norman, Scottsdale. 3 votes. Andy Hazelwood, Scottsdale.
Longford v North Launceston. 1 vote. Nicholas Wing, Longford. 2 votes. Jordan Dodd, Longford. 3 votes. Darcy Kitchen, Longford.
East Coast versus Prospect. 1 vote. Byron Woods, East Coast. 2 votes. Tyler Spears, East Coast. 3 votes. Jackson Harrison, East Coast.
Well, Wildus, the boys at the top are continuing to put in stellar careers so far. We've got Cade Norman there from Scottsdale, storming ahead on 25, but Darcy Kitchen right behind.
Well, we've got 4 rounds to go, and I reckon 3 of the boys can probably grab this best and fairest and see where it sits for obviously the runner-up under that. Let's tick into round 12. Prospect versus East Launceston. 1 vote. Edward Tatchell, East Launceston. 2 votes. Rye Bennett, East Launceston. 3 votes. Max Woodruff, East Launceston.
Launceston v Deloraine. 1 vote, Lincoln Hodge, Launceston. 2 votes, Declan Brewer, Launceston. And 3 votes, Fletcher Luttrell, Launceston.
East Coast versus Longford. 1 vote, Jordan Dodd, Longford. 2 votes, Trey Frost, Longford. 3 votes, Jackson Harrison, East Coast.
Scottsdale v North Launceston. 1 vote, Thomas Smith, Scottsdale. 2 votes, Cade Norman, Scottsdale. And 3 votes, Andy Hazelwood from Scottsdale.
Polling all the time, these boys.
Wow.
Cade Norman just puts a little bit of a buffer on Jackson Harrison here. He's got a two vote buffer with Darcy Kitchen 1 vote further back. Now, Andy Hazelwood, Tyler Leadham and Fletcher Luttrell. Be interesting to see how they go with 3 rounds to go. They could potentially get there. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see what happens in the final 3 rounds, starting with
round 13.
South Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Jordan Davey, Prospect. 2 votes, Tyler Leadham, South Launceston. 3 votes, Angus Clark, South Launceston.
Longford versus Scottsdale. 1 vote, Jackson Berwick, Longford. 2 votes, Andy Hazelwood, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Darcy Kitchen, Longford.
East Coast v Launceston. 1 vote, Ben Hay, Launceston. 2 votes, Jackson Harrison, East Coast. 3 votes, Connor French, East Coast.
Deloraine versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Lewis Harris, Deloraine. 2 votes, Jake Barnett, North Launceston. 3 votes, Darcy Goodwin, Deloraine.
Well, Wildus, let's again jump to the leaderboard as we have after every single round.
Oh, look at this.
Whoa. What else can we say? But
I didn't see that coming. So 2 rounds to go. We've got a 3-way tie at the top.
This is amazing. This is a count. What amazing counts we've had so far this year.
I thought the AFL this year was probably the best league in the country.
Not a chance.
Tell you what, the counts that we've had here tonight, wow.
They are closer than close. Let's move into round 14.
North Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Jordan Davey, Prospect. 2 votes, Owen Radford, North Launceston. 3 votes, Matthew Hernick, Prospect.
Longford versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Alfie Palmer, East Launceston. 2 votes, Darcy Kitchen, Longford. 3 votes, Jordan Dodd, Longford.
South Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote, Declan Brewer, Launceston. 2 votes, Tyler Leadham, South Launceston. 3 votes, Charlie Baker, South Launceston.
Deloraine versus East Coast. 1 vote, Wally Freebeth, East Coast. 2 votes, Jackson Harrison, East Coast. 3 votes, Tyler Spears, East Coast.
Here we go. Darcy Kitchen and Jackson Harrison just make a little bit of a gap on Cade Norman, so it is going to come down to the last round to decide the best and fairest, which is exactly what we want in a best and fairest vote.
Absolutely it is, and let's just move straight into it, Wildus, with round 15.
Launceston versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Alfie Palmer, East Launceston. 2 votes, Hugh Daly, East Launceston. 3 votes, Max Woodruff, East Launceston.
North Launceston versus East Coast. 1 vote, Kyron Collins, North Launceston. 2 votes, Jackson Harrison, East Coast. 3 votes, Connor French, East Coast.
Prospect versus Scottsdale. 1 vote, Wesley Stiles, Scottsdale. 2 votes, Andy Hazelwood, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Cade Norman, Scottsdale.
South Launceston versus Longford. 1 vote, Jackson Berwick, Longford. 2 votes, Jordan Dodd, Longford. 3 votes, Darcy Kitchen, from the Longford Junior Football Club with 3 votes in the last game, Wildus.
I'm pretty sure I know where that's going to land. Let's have a look, Worm.
Unbelievable, with your best and fairest runner-up for the under-14 Div 2 being Jackson Harrison from the East Coast Swans Football Club.
And with a best on-ground performance in the last round of the year, the best and fairest for the under-14 boys Division 2 for 2023, Darcy Kitchen from the Longford Football Club.
Well
Congratulations,
done,
Darcy. That's a fantastic effort. Having coached against him, incredibly hard matchup. Goes like a bull in a china shop at every contest. And congratulations, mate. Well done.
Yeah, well done, Darcy. Finishing the season on 32 votes, just pipping Jackson, who had a phenomenal year on 31. Cade Norman from Scottsdale, 2 votes behind, finishing 3rd on 30 votes. And we've got Andy Hazelwood, Tyler Leadham, Connor French, Fletcher Luttrell, and Jackson Berwick bringing up the remaining place getters. So well done, boys. Congratulations on a fantastic year that you've all had.
And we may well see one of those boys hopefully rolling around for the Tassie team.
There we go.
At some point in the future.
Let's go. Good luck this weekend in your grand final.
Look at that inside 50s. Norfolk coming home with a storm here. That's a throw and a half.
Oh, he's called play on.
He's played it on. It's in the goal square.
Oh, nice.
What a mark!
I caught him.
Caught him in the defence. She kicked a goal from that exact spot, and then she's taken one of the best marks you'll see. Flood can't get it. Ball's moved forward again. Norfolk got their last minute.
Oh, great tackle.
Oh, is she being called for holding the ball, or is it play on? There's 5 seconds left. They need to get a clearing kick north, or it's going to be South. I think that's it.
There it is.
It's done it. South have won. What a game.
Good game.
Here they come. They stream onto the ground, the fans.
The Italian flags come out.
Well, Worm, some wonderful celebrations there from last year's NTJFA Grand Finals. Out here on the deck at UTAS.
What a surface.
It's looking all right out there at the moment.
I'll tell you what, hopefully tomorrow and on Sunday it's in the same condition.
Maybe
and the
we
boys
could come out of retirement and have a little run.
Yeah. You might get a touch in some of the junior games, maybe the under 12. So, no, look, good luck to the guys that are playing in grand finals over the weekend. You couldn't be playing on a better surface, and
very special.
All the best to all to you. Now let's continue on with the count, Wildus, and we're now into the under 14 boys Division 1. We're starting to get to some elite footballers.
Brought to us by the Tassie Hawks, which have their home ground in Tasmania out here. Hawthorn proudly supporting and partnering with the Tasmanian government since 2001. So thanks to the Hawks for all the work that they do in the local community.
Absolutely, and bring on the Tassie team.
Under 14 boys, Div 1. We'll have a look at the leaderboard after round 7 here. Tamers Max Duffy sitting well and truly clear on top to Sam Husband from the Prospect Hawks.
Jack Morrison there, a few votes behind on 13. Max Dawkins on 12. And then we've got Oliver Holmes, younger brother Will Duffy, and Jet Patterson from the Northern Bombers.
Some good players there. Let's see how they go as they enter into round 8. Tamer versus North Launceston, 1 vote. Jet Patterson, North Launceston, 2 votes. Will Duffy, Tamer Valley, 3 votes. Max Duffy, Tamer Valley.
Launceston versus Prospect, 1 vote. Xavier Murfitt, Prospect, 2 votes. Jack Walker, Prospect, 3 votes. Samuel Husband, Prospect. So we'll just check in on the leaderboard, Wildus, and Max Duffy and Sam Husband, both with best on-ground performances, just extending their lead. Obviously, South Launceston had the bye this round, so young Jack didn't get a chance to add to his tally, but he probably will when we move into the next round.
Sam Husband, very, very good footballer, elite talent destined for some future honours.
Absolutely.
Had a season high 52 don't argues across the year. So
Dusty.
Duff just doing the magic again with those stats.
Dusty, look out. Dusty retired, Sam Husband in.
Maybe. Let's flick into round 9, Worm.
Round 9, South Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote. Here he is, Jack Morrison, South Launceston. 2 votes, Tyler Prasiak, Launceston, and 3 votes, William French, South Launceston.
Prospect versus Tamer. 1 vote, Max Dawkins, Prospect. 2 votes, Max Duffy, Tamer. 3 votes, Sam Husband, Prospect.
They can't both get 3 votes, Wildus, when they play against each other. So Sam just closes the gap there on 1. He's got plenty of dash, the young captain of the Prospect side. So he's definitely going to be right up there in the votes. Kicked off the year early on with 8 goals in round 1 versus North, and then followed another bag of 5. So he's had a great start to the year.
Very, very good start.
Max Duffy, the big inside midfielder, loves the contest. So it's going to be a tight battle between those two. But let's see who else can catch him, Wildus, when we move into
round 10. North Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Brodie Marshall, North Launceston. 2 votes, Jack Morrison, South Launceston. 3 votes, Will French, South Launceston.
Launceston versus Tamar. 1 vote, Harrison Millwood, Launceston. 2 votes, Jackson Reynolds, Launceston. 3 votes, Max Duffy. Tamar in a losing game. There you go. So, to the leaderboard we go, and Max Duffy.
Geez, he just puts a bit of a clearance between he and Sam.
Sam with the bye.
Yeah, Jack Morrison, Max Dawkins. Let's see what they can do in the last couple of rounds of the year, but Max is the one to catch at the moment.
Absolutely is. Let's move straight into round 11, and we'll go with Tamar versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Jack Morrison, South Launceston. 2 votes, William French, South Launceston. 3 votes, Max Duffy, Tamar Valley.
Prospect versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Cooper Hume, North Launceston. 2 votes, Max Dawkins, Prospect. 3 votes, Sam Husband, Prospect. It'd be nice if these boys just shared the votes around a little bit.
We've got some absolutely dominant players in this under 14.
Sam and Max getting full votes there to maintain that, what are we, a 9 vote differential between the top 2, and Jack getting the 1 vote in that round.
Love watching Jack play. He's a speedy inside midfielder, beautiful skills. It's lovely to watch. Let's hope he can claw on that.
So another stat for the year, he spent more time on ground this year. This is Jack Morrison than any other player in the league.
Wow, there you go. I have heard he's often booking doctor's appointments in on Monday. Severe case of leather poisoning from the weekend.
There you go.
There we go. Let's just continue on and move into round 12. Prospect versus South Launceston. Maverick Badcock, 1 vote. Prospect. 2 votes, Chase Oliver, South Launceston. 3 votes. Weekend of leather poisoning this weekend. Jack Morrison, South Launceston.
Launceston versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Hunter Andrews, Launceston. 2 votes, Lincoln Woolcock, Launceston. 3 votes, Jackson Reynolds, Launceston.
So Wildus will progress to the leaderboard again, and with Max Duffy having the week off, Sam Husband couldn't capitalise in their loss to South Launceston, but Jack Morrison did with 3 votes and close that gap on Sam for that runner-up award. So
let's get into round 13, Let's see what happens here.
Absolutely.
North Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Jack Walker, Prospect. 2 votes, Xavier Murfitt, Prospect. 3 votes, Max Dawkins, Prospect.
Tamar versus Launceston. 1 vote, Bailey Wright, Launceston. 2 votes, Max Duffy, Tamar Valley. 3 votes, Lincoln Woolcock, Launceston.
Well, Sam didn't feature there either. Max got the 2 votes, and he just puts a bit more clearance there. Now with 2 rounds to go, can you do the maths for me?
Yes, I can, mate. And we'll announce what's going to happen in the after 2 more rounds, but it's pretty close below that. So let's...
Jeez, we've had some ripper vote counts
we
tonight.
have. You got very close then. Let's just see how we go in round 14.
South Launceston versus... Is this close enough? South Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote, Oliver Holmes, Launceston. 2 votes, Jack Morrison, South Launceston. 3 votes, Lennox Hazel, South Launceston.
North Launceston versus Tamar. 1 vote, Kobe Bartlett, Tamar Valley. 2 votes, Max Duffy, Tamar Valley. 3 votes, William Duffy, Tamar Valley. Here we go to the leaderboard. And Max Streaking
Just a
ahead.
bit of clearance.
I think he's got it now, but pretty close with Jack getting another 2 votes to bridge the gap on Sam.
Interestingly there, the Duffy brothers getting the 3 and 2 votes. Parents own a vineyard. Apparently they do pre-season running up and down the vines, the rows of vines, and it seems to be working for them.
Not through for
not through, up and down, up and down. So potentially a pre-season option there for you or I to run up and down vines. I think we're better associated with consumption.
Yeah, well, it's definitely something that others might consider pre-season this year.
Well, it's
the
all
boys
about
are killing it. But anyway, let's continue on. We've got round 15 for the under-14 boys, Div 1, the final round. South Launceston versus Tamar. Bit of a beating by South Launceston. 1 vote, Joshua Kirby, South Launceston. 2 votes, William French, South Launceston. And 3 votes, Chase Oliver, South Launceston.
Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote. Xavier Murfitt, Prospect. 2 votes. Sam Husband, Prospect. 3 votes. Max Dawkins, Prospect.
Well, there you go, Wildus. With those votes coming in, we've seen the best and fairest runner-up with another few votes in that last round, Sam Husband. Well done,
Congratulations, Sam. Wonderful season put together, mate. You're an asset to the club and to the league. Yeah. Wonderful effort, mate.
Absolutely. Plenty of upside for the young fella in years to come. So well done, Sam. And that leaves our under-14 boys, Div 1, best and fairest winner with a fantastic season, Max Duffy. Max, congratulations, mate. We've coached against you last year, and Wildus...
he's a very, very tough matchup. A tall midfield dash ruckman. Goes in there, wins his own ball. He gets to just about every contest across the ground. Runs all day after that strong pre-season. But a wonderful player, wonderful character, wonderful individual, and congratulations, Max. Really well-deserved award, mate.
And we've got the rest of the leaderboard there, Wildus. So Max finished on 36 votes. 11 ahead of Sam Husband, who finished 3 ahead of Jack Morrison, who's had another stellar year. Max Dawkins on 21, Will French from the Bulldogs on 14. Younger brother Will Duffy, what a great season for him as a bottom age boy, on 11 votes, and Ollie Holmes on 9 votes. So well done to all those boys. You've got a massive weekend of grand final footy for some of you, so all the best.
Absolutely.
And yeah, let's go. Well, we're back, William, and we're back for the big one. The under-17 girls, it's going to be a fantastic count. Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Well, brought to us by Sports First Mowbray. Sports First, they have a passion to see Australia's become more active. Get up and see Darren and the team at Sports First Mowbray for all your sporting needs.
Absolutely. And on that note, let's have a look at the leaderboard after round 7. And we've got Harriet Bingley from the East Launceston Football Club out ahead from
Taya Richardson from the Prospect Hawks.
Yep.
Emma Castles, last year's best and fairest.
Ella Nast on 9, Georgia Habley on 8. And then we've got a 3-way at 7 votes with Shannon Dunn, Lalani Kitkoak, and Chelsea Bezema from the Launceston Football Club. So,
now, interestingly here, Harriet actually sustains quite a significant injury during a middle portion of the season. So she's got the lead at the moment. Let's see where it settles after a few rounds.
All right, well, let's get into it. Let's start with round 8. East Launceston versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Maggie Chen, East Launceston. 2 votes, Layla Jane Atkins, North Launceston. And 3 votes, Ellen Ast, East Launceston.
Launceston versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Ruby Hardcastle, Launceston. 2 votes, Emma Castles, Launceston. 3 votes, Shani Templar, Launceston.
Georgetown versus Longford. 1 vote, Mia Woodgate, Georgetown. 2 votes, Paige Arnold, Georgetown. 3 votes, Mia Roper, Longford.
Tamar versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Rani Milne, South Launceston. 2 votes, Ava Murfitt, South Launceston. 3 votes, Shannon Dunn, Tamar.
There we go. So let's have a look at the leaderboard. Harriet holds onto that lead. We've got a few girls there with 12
It's really
votes,
closing
which
up
is
just below
absolutely-
Harriet, isn't it?
It is. So let's move into round 9 and see if we can split these girls on the leaderboard. Round 9.
East Launceston versus Tamar. 1 vote. Lucy Dennis, East Launceston. 2 votes. Meg Dennis, East Launceston. 3 votes. Maggie Chen, East Launceston.
South Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote, Zorana Hardwick, South Launceston. 2 votes, Delta Witt, Launceston. 3 votes, Taylor Cornish, Launceston.
North Launceston versus Longford. 1 vote. Lalani Kitkoak, North Launceston. 2 votes. Brianna Doohan, North Launceston. 3 votes. Layla Jane Atkins, North Launceston.
Prospect versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Willow McFall, Prospect. 2 votes, Taj Richardson, Prospect. 3 votes, Isabella Gibbons, Prospect. We'll go to the leaderboard. Wildus.
Taj just makes a little move on Harriet Bingley here. She hasn't scored yet, Harriet. I wonder if she's injured. Ella Nast, Emma Castles, Layla Jane Atkins just sort of knocking at the door a little bit.
Absolutely, it's pretty tight as it has been all the time. Great to see the Dennis girls getting a couple of votes there. 3 times as many as their fathers ever received in his illustrious career as well. So well done to the girls. Let's move on to the next round, which is round 10.
Tamar versus North Launceston. 1 vote. Shannon Dunn, Tamar. 2 votes. Lalani Kitkoak, North Launceston. 3 votes. Layla Jane Atkins, North Launceston.
Launceston versus Georgetown. 1 vote. Zoe Stebbings, Launceston. 2 votes. Emma Castles, Launceston. 3 votes. Shania Templar, Launceston.
East Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Grace Weldon, South Launceston. 2 votes. Lucy Dennis, East Launceston. 3 votes. Maggie Chen, East Launceston.
Prospect versus Longford. 1 vote. Piper Lowe, Prospect. 2 votes. Maggie Dick from Prospect. And 3 votes. Taj Richardson from Prospect. So there we go, Wildus. With those 3 votes, we've got a
Taj
new
just jumps ahead.
leader. Emma jumps into joint 2nd place with those 2 votes against Georgetown to...
Look at it start to close up there at the lower end. So anything could happen here with 5 rounds to go.
Absolutely. Let's move straight into round 11 and see how the votes go here.
East Launceston versus Georgetown. 1 vote. Maggie Chen, East Launceston. 2 votes. Ruby Hurst, East Launceston. 3 votes. Lucy Dennis, East Launceston.
Longford versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Kate Ambrush, Longford. 2 votes. Ava Murfitt, South Launceston. 3 votes. Grace Weldon, South Launceston.
Deloraine versus North Launceston. 1 vote. Amy Taylor, Deloraine. 2 votes. Eloise McCulloch, North Launceston. 3 votes. Lalani Kitkoak, North Launceston.
Tamar versus Prospect. 1 vote. Shannon Dunn, Tamar. 2 votes. Taj Richardson, Prospect. 3 votes. Georgia McEntee, Prospect. Wildus.
Let's have a look. Taj, just in a rich vein of form, getting the 2 votes in that round, extends the lead on Emma Castles. Maggie Chen, Harriet Bingley has not manoeuvred herself. She's dropped from 1st down to 4th. Whether or not she finds some late season form, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Maggie with the 1 vote in that last game.
And Lalani just making a move here. So let's see what happens as we enter into round 12.
Georgetown versus North Launceston. 1 vote. Taylor Barnes, North Launceston. 2 votes. Eloise McCulloch, North Launceston. 3 votes. Jade Binns, North Launceston.
Prospect versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Taj Richardson, Prospect. 2 votes. Georgia McEntee, Prospect. 3 votes. Grace Weldon, South Launceston.
Tamar versus Deloraine. 1 vote. Ziva Eastley, Deloraine. 2 votes. Shannon Dunn, Tamar Valley. And 3 votes. Layla Vorum, Tamar Valley.
Launceston versus East Launceston. 1 vote. Ella Nast, East Launceston. 2 votes. Lily Nast, East Launceston. 3 votes. Emma Castles, Launceston.
There we go, Wildus. So into the leaderboard, and you can see there that the girls are really starting to tighten up at the top of that leaderboard, with Taj only getting the 1 vote.
Well, Emma made a move there with the best on ground versus East Launceston.
And Shannon with the 2 votes. She had a great carnival at the All Schools, the under-15s recently in Ballarat. Had a fantastic time over there. Great skill set. So
she polled very well across the season too, Shannon. So let's see what she can do in the next round.
Absolutely. Let's move straight into it, into round 13. And we have South Launceston versus Georgetown. 1 vote, Shelby Stewart, South Launceston. Stewart. 2 votes, Pixie Stubbing, South Launceston. And 3 votes, Grace Weldon from South Launceston.
North Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote. Lalani Kitkoak, North Launceston. 2 votes. Jamie Todman, Prospect. 3 votes. Kiara Butwell, Prospect.
Deloraine versus Launceston. 1 vote, Chelsea Bessemer, Launceston. 2 votes, Emma Castles, Launceston. 3 votes, Delta Witt, Launceston.
Tamer versus Longford. 1 vote. Katie and Bruce, Longford. 2 votes. Gabriella Wright, Tamer Valley. 3 votes. Shannon Dunn, Tamer Valley.
Well, there we go, Wildus. Both.
Emma gets a couple there.
Shannon
Let's see what happens. Oh, it closes up. See, Taj didn't score in that round. Yeah. Emma just closes it up a little bit. Shannon makes a move.
Yeah, last year's under-17 best and fairest winner, Emma. She's
absolutely
hitting the form at the right time of year. So obviously those games with the Devils hold her in good stead as well. So
absolutely. And poor old Harriet Bingley has not moved. Stuck on the 14 votes.
Well, you never know.
Good start to the season for her.
We'll see what happens. Coming into round 14.
2 to go.
Part of the year. Georgetown versus Prospect. 1 vote, Georgia Rigby, Prospect. 2 votes, Piper Lowe, Prospect. And 3 votes, Taj Richardson, Prospect.
North Launceston versus Tamer. 1 vote, Eva Moore, Tamer Valley. 2 votes, Eloise McCulloch, North Launceston. 3 votes, Jade Binns, North Launceston.
Deloraine versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Lily Taylor, Deloraine. 2 votes, Poppy Cumming, East Launceston. And 3 votes, Maggie Chen, East Launceston.
Longford versus Launceston. 1 vote, Shania Templar, Launceston. 2 votes, Taylor Cornish, Launceston. 3 votes, Delta Witt, Launceston.
Back to the leaderboard, Wildus.
Wizard.
No,
Wizard Wildus.
Definitely not Wizard. Taya Richardson, with those 3 votes in a convincing win against Georgetown, extends her lead over Emma Castles, who
Emma didn't vote in that round. Might have been injured, might have been away, not sure.
Maggie Chen moves up to equal 3rd with her 3 votes. She's a fantastic forward. Loves kicking a goal.
Interesting stat involving Maggie Chen. She had 61 score involvements across the year to lead the league. Wow. Wonderful. So she also kicked, what did she kick herself goals-wise?
8 goals. 8 goals, yep.
To go with 61 score involvements. Wonderful from Duff. Just absolutely hitting new levels.
Unselfish football as well. That's what we love to see.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? So, well,
last round.
Here we are, round 15. Let's move into it. The final round, and we have
Georgetown versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Palace Doolan, Georgetown. 2 votes, J. Lee Maloney, Deloraine. 3 votes, Lily Taylor, Deloraine.
South Launceston versus North Launceston. 1 vote, Grace Weldon, South Launceston. 2 votes, Lalani Kitkoak, North Launceston. And 3 votes, Shelby Stewart, South Launceston.
Longford versus Tamer. 1 vote, Gabriella Wright, Tamer. 2 votes, Alicia Boyack, Longford. 3 votes, Shannon Dunn, Tamer.
And our final game of the 2023 Under-17 Girls, Prospect versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Georgia Rigby, Prospect. 2 votes, Taj Richardson, Prospect. And 3 votes, Ella Nast, East Launceston.
Wow.
There you go, Wildus. What a fantastic count for the girls. It was extremely close, and Shannon Dunn
She polled in 12 of 13 games for Tamar in their best players to receive the runner-up of the best and fairest. Congratulations, Shannon.
Well done,
Wonderful
Shannon.
season.
Absolutely.
Which means
our winner
is
for 2023 is
Taj Richardson from the Prospect Hawks.
Well done. Another fantastic season in the NTJFA. Continued to improve. It's great to see.
Taj, she was a rep player for the NTJFA. She polled in every game bar one for Prospect in the best players.
Loves winning round.
So consistency has been rewarded.
Absolutely.
Taj, congratulations with your best and fairest.
I don't know if she's still up there whipping up those delicious coffees up at the Prospect at Gallagher Park, but last year my double strength small lattes went down.
Soy decaf.
That was your
decaf.
But anyway, well done, Taj. Congratulations. Let's have a look at the final leaderboard, Wildus, and we'll see how it all unfolded. Taj on 25, 5 votes ahead of Shannon Dunn with 20 votes, and 1 point Emma. A great season on 19.
Maggie Chen, 17. Grace Weldon from South Launceston also on 17. Lalani Kikuak with a couple of best on grounds in there with 16. And Ella Nast with a best on ground in the last round also finished with 16. Congratulations, girls. Wonderful contribution to the game, all of you and all of the players that play in the under-17 girls. Hopefully we see a few of them step up into senior age football in season 2024. And for those continuing, we look forward to your pursuits out there, especially in the grand final this weekend.
Absolutely.
Now, Wham, you've got something for us?
Yeah, look, Wham?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That's your name, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, Wildus. No, just before we get into the under-16 boys, we would like to just send out a little apology if we have mispronounced your name. We do apologise. We try our best. We give it our best shot, but sometimes we don't get everything right, do we, Wildus?
No, we don't. We try very hard, and sometimes we do. We are known for a slip of the tongue, and in this instance, we're not trying to be funny or humorous. It's just that the name flashes up in front of us, and we've got to make a call on it.
We try and do our best, just like all of you guys do on a Saturday and a Sunday. So
and sometimes you guys make mistakes. So
absolutely. No. Oh, the players? No.
No,
never.
not us.
No. Never. Anyway, let's get into the votes and let's move straight into the under-16 boys Div 2. And who's this brought to us by, Wildus?
McDonald's are bringing us this one for all your post-game or grand final celebrations. Go and grab a celebratory cheeseburger and some fries and wash it down with a nice Coke.
What's your
been going choice? Probably chicken burgers.
McChicken?
Yeah.
Go past McChicken.
Yeah,
take out the chips.
fish.
Take out the chips. Put a bit of sweet and sour sauce on top. Okay, there we go.
Get the McDonald's to celebrate your grand final.
Let's get to the votes, though, for the under-16 boys Div 2. And let's have a look at the leaderboard after round 7. And we've got Charlie Templar from the Tamar Demons at 15 votes, leading the way. Hunter McGee,
Mr. Do-It-All from Longford.
Absolutely, on 12. Elijah Walters from Deloraine Football Club on 8. And then we've got Caden Tuttle, Thomas Munting on 7 votes, and young Tom Hadley, the multi-talented sportsman from Scottsdale, on 6 votes.
Let's jump into it, Worm.
Round
8.
Tamar versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Joel Long, Tamar Valley. 2 votes, Thomas Munting, South Launceston. And 3 votes, Patrick Lord, South Launceston.
East Launceston versus Longford. 1 vote. Kobe Hovington, Longford. 2 votes. Caden Tootle, Longford. 3 votes. Hunter McGee, Longford.
Deloraine versus Scottsdale. 1 vote, Deegan Young, Scottsdale. 2 votes, Caleb Atkins, Deloraine. And 3 votes, Tom Hadley, Scottsdale.
East Coast versus Prospect. 1 vote. Tyson Gamble, East Coast. 2 votes. Hamish McIntosh, East Coast. 3 votes. Tully Watts, East Coast.
And let's throw the leaderboard, Wildus, and see how we've gone. And we've got a little bit of movement there. Hunter and Charlie.
Hunty McGee, hunt it.
There we go. Equal leaders on 15. And last year's under-14 Div 2 best and fairest winner, Tom Hadley. 3 votes there. Best on ground against Deloraine. And he snuck up to 9 votes, equal with Caden and young Thomas Munting, who got a couple of votes their victory against Tamar.
Goes about his business without too much fuss, young Tommy Munting.
Stats,
we do. Terrific young player. Led the league with origins for scores, often from within D50, with 43 creating scoring links across the season.
Jeez, these stats from Duff have been
I think is it Duff or Jerry?
Well, it's probably Jerry.
Jerry, I think, analyses it. So, yeah.
So anyway,
thanks, Jerry.
Well done,
Making
Jerry.
us look good.
Absolutely. And let's move into round 9. North Launceston versus Scottsdale. 1 vote, William Jarman, North Launceston. 2 votes, Tommy Hadley, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Daniel Wiggins, Scottsdale.
South Launceston versus Deloraine. 1 vote. Logan Canning, South Launceston. 2 votes. Brad Wicks, South Launceston. 3 votes. Harry Self, South Launceston.
Prospect versus Longford. 1 vote, Kobe Hovington, Longford. 2 votes, Caden Tuttle, Longford. 3 votes, Hunter McGee, Longford.
East Launceston versus East Coast. 1 vote. Jarvis Hill, East Coast. 2 votes. Ashton Gillies, East Coast. 3 votes. Tully Watts, East Coast.
Well, Wildus, the leaderboard after round 9, and Tommy Hadley with another 2 votes. I thought it was 3.
Just on the tip of your tongue there, weren't it?
Right there. Another 2 votes for young Tom, so he just continues to go up. But Hunter McGee, another 3 votes in a massive win.
Well, you mentioned Tommy Hadley there. Led the league in centre clearances with 204 centre clearances out of the middle across the season. He's a little midfield bull. He's a big midfield bull and goes about his Well done, Tommy.
Well done, Tom. Let's move into round 10 and see what we've got, William, with the first game.
Prospect versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Rolly McCormack, South Launceston. 2 votes. Lincoln Burrows, South Launceston. 3 votes. Patrick Lord, South Launceston.
North Launceston versus Longford. 1 vote, Caden Tuttle, Longford. 2 votes, Kobe Hovington, Longford. 3 votes, Hunter McGee, Longford.
Scottsdale versus East Launceston. 1 vote. Noah Orton, Scottsdale. 2 votes. Will Probert, Scottsdale. 3 votes. Tom Hadley, Scottsdale.
Ooh. Tamar versus East Coast was a forfeit.
Oh, that's going to hurt someone in the end, I reckon.
Probably does, doesn't it? So let's go to the leaderboard. And we've got Hunter McGee with another best on-ground performance. I think he's one of Duff's favourites. He's given him the pump up.
There's a lot of hooting and hollering going behind the camera, isn't there?
Votes. Charlie Templar on 15. Then we've got Tommy Hadley from Scottsdale and Caden Tuttle from Longford on 14 and 12 votes there.
Caden Tuttle this year, most free fours. He received 91 frees, often resulting in a goal, showing that he goes in hard, leads. I don't know whether he leads with his head, but hopefully he doesn't.
No, he doesn't this day and
We don't want anyone to lead with their head this day and age.
Second most goals in the competition.
Yeah, well, there you go. So most frees for and resulted in goals. So well done.
Yeah, there you go. And he's on the march. So let's see what we've got and who else is on the march into round 11. East Coast versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Tom Summers, South Launceston. 2 votes. Hamish McIntosh,
former North Melbourne ruckman.
And 3 votes. Archer Farrelly, South Launceston.
Scottsdale versus Tamar. 1 vote. Jamison Nunn, Scottsdale. 2 votes. Will Probert, Scottsdale. 3 votes. Lachlan Bowerman, Scottsdale.
Deloraine versus North Launceston. 1 vote. Riley Andrews, Deloraine. 2 votes. Drew Daniels, North Launceston. And 3 votes. Ethan Nast from North Launceston.
Longford versus Prospect. Another forfeit.
Oh, will that cost Hunter McGee? Will that cost young Hunter with some votes? Let's go to look at the leaderboard. And there we go. It hasn't cost him
now,
so far.
has Charlie Templar gone on holiday?
Not sure.
Okay, then.
But we're going to have to see what happens. Tommy Hadley, did he have a week off?
Maybe.
Who knows? Hunter did with the bye, but let's continue on and move into round 12 and see if we've got any movement at the station.
East Coast versus Longford. 1 vote. Caden Tuttle, Longford. 2 votes. Tully Watts, East Coast. 3 votes. Nick Smart, Longford.
Prospect versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Cody Whitechurch, Prospect. 2 votes, Maxwell Green, East Launceston. And 3 votes, Lucas Minial, Prospect.
Scottsdale versus North Launceston. 1 vote. Will Probert, Scottsdale. 2 votes. Lachlan Bowman, Scottsdale. 3 votes. Tom Hadley, Scottsdale.
Tamar versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Luke Wilson, Deloraine. 2 votes, Blake Miller, Tamar. 3 votes, Jesse Vorum, Tamar. Well, Wildus, 3 votes to Tom Hadley in that last match.
That's 2 weeks in a row he's missed out on the votes.
Was he playing seniors at Longford that week?
Might have been under 18s, actually.
There we go. So
I don't know.
Anyway, he's still got a lead, 4 votes over Tommy Hadley.
3 rounds to go.
Coming home strong. So let's go. Let's see what happens in round 13. North Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Andrew Aganis, South Launceston. 2 votes, Thomas Munting, South Launceston. 3 votes, Asher Hazel, South Launceston.
Oh, well, I'll do these 3. Tamar, Prospect, forfeit. Longford, East Launceston, forfeit. East Coast, Deloraine, forfeit. Wow.
There we go.
Interesting. I hadn't actually considered a forfeited game and how it will impact a best and fairest vote count.
Impact a best and fairest?
Let's have a look at the leaderboard there.
At the leaderboard, with only North Launceston and South Launceston getting a game. We've seen Thomas Munting use that to his advantage to get another couple of votes. Probably given the number of forfeits, didn't really affect the other boys on top. So that's probably good to see, actually.
Let's see who played in round 14. Deloraine versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Caleb Atkins, Deloraine. 2 votes. Lincoln Burrows, South Launceston. 3 votes. Tom Summers, South Launceston.
North Launceston versus East Coast in a tight one. 1 vote, Joshua Brown, North Launceston. 2 votes, William Foon, North Launceston. And 3 votes, Tully Watts, East Coast.
Longford versus Scottsdale. 1 vote. Hunter McGee, Longford. 2 votes. Tom Hadley, Scottsdale. 3 votes. Deegan Young, Scottsdale.
We're going to go to the leaderboard, Wildus, and Hunter McGee with 1 vote and Tommy Hadley with 2 votes are continuing to lead this leaderboard.
You can see Tully Watts just entering the leaderboard there. He actually played 7 NTJFA games for East Coast, but he played 11 senior games for East Coast in the NTFA.
Absolutely fantastic.
So wonderful hit up forward.
Yeah, medium-sized forward.
Yep,
has that ability to play anywhere and plenty of upside on the young.
Gives 100% whatever role he plays.
Actually gives 110%.
Don't know if that's feasible,
no,
but we'll run with it.
It is in football. But anyway, let's move on and let's get to the next round, which is
round 15.
The final round, Wildus. Round 15. What do we got? Prospect versus Deloraine. 1 vote, Oscar Mithen, Prospect. 2 votes, Harrison Polk, Deloraine. 3 votes, Luke Wilson, Deloraine.
Tamar versus Scottsdale. 1 vote, Isaac Watts, Scottsdale. 2 votes, Noah Orton, Scottsdale. 3 votes, Lachlan Bowman, Scottsdale.
North Launceston versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Lawson Hoare, East Launceston. 2 votes, Jake Wager, North Launceston. 3 votes, Ethan Nast, North Launceston.
South Launceston versus Longford. 1 vote, Tom Summers, South Launceston. 2 votes, Hunter McGee, Longford. 3 votes, Kobe Hovington, Longford.
Well, there you have it, Wildus. Our 2023 Under-16 Div 2 Best and Fairest runner-up is...
the great Tommy Hadley from the Scottsdale Crows. Wonderful effort, mate.
Yeah,
terrific season.
Last year's Under-14 Div 2 winner. He's backed it up with another stellar season. So well done, Tom. You've had a great year out there at Scottsdale. But the winner, William...
is Mr. Do-It-All, Hunter McGee from the Longford Football Club.
Look at the boys, they're pumped.
Jerry and Duff are ecstatic about that one, as I'm sure most of the Longford community are. He finished 5th last year. And it means that Longford have gone back-to-back with best and fairest winners after Cody Brinkman won it last year. So just starting to churn them out quite nicely, and it seems to show with their senior side in the NTJFA.
Is it a football factory? Is it the new football factory out there in Launceston?
You said that, not me.
There we go. Well, anyway, look at the
congratulations,
Hunter. Yeah, well done, Hunter.
5 votes over Tommy Hadley. Charlie Templar on 15. Caden Tootle, also the Longford boy. Tully Watts finished strong. Tommy Munting, Kobe Hovington, all on 11. Congratulations. And Lucas finishing up also on 11 points.
Yeah, well done, boys.
Votes, I should say votes.
Votes. All the best in your grand finals coming up tomorrow for those that are playing.
Or even Sunday for some others.
I think these boys are on Saturday, aren't they? We'll check that.
They're Sunday, mate.
Anyway, on the weekend. On the weekend. Well done. We'll be there watching, and yeah, all the best. Are you going, Wildus, or am I?
Well, you're throwing to the sponsor slide.
Right, well, let's have a look at the sponsors.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Let's throw to the sponsors.
Where am I?
Who are fantastic supporters of local footy here in the north, in the NTJFA. There they are up on the screen. The leagues, I mean, all around the state couldn't get done without our sponsors. So thank you, all of you, very much.
Well, we're going to jump into the under-16 boys, Division 1.
Good luck in the grand final on Sunday. I got in before you. We'll do that at the end.
They are sponsored by Sharon. Now, official ball of the AFL since 1880. Okay, if it's not a Sharon, it's not a real footy. I reckon that.
Did you make up?
No, I reckon they should use that.
We've just trademarked that. This will be out, so do not use that Sharon.
Contact Wing Media.
That's our tagline. So anyway,
let's get into it, Worm.
Absolutely, let's get into it, and let's have a look and see at the end of round 7 how the leaderboard's looking. Whoa, there we go. Good luck.
Okay, Lucas Wooten out in front by a solid 8 points there over Ollie Atkins from East Launceston, Isaac Smedley from the Prospect Hawks.
Then we got Isaac Bramage and Caden Stacey Baker from North Launceston.
We're set up for a ring-a-ding-ding one here.
Mate, it's a fair lead already. Is anyone going to catch him?
Let's wait and see.
Well, let's get to it. We're going to start off with...
Oh, you wouldn't have guessed. Round 8.
Here we go. Round 8. Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Xavier Davey, Launceston. 2 votes, Max Matthews, Prospect. 3 votes, John T. Groves, Launceston.
East Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote, Alex Towns, South Launceston. 2 votes, George Beecham, East Launceston. 3 votes, Isaac Bramage, East Launceston.
To the leaderboard, Lucas didn't poll in those games there. Isaac did to close the gap. 2 East boys coming in 2nd and 3rd, Isaac and Ollie. So they're both different styles of players, so it's good to see. And then we've got Isaac Smedley, Finn Price and Caden Stacey Baker.
Again, nice to see. I know there's 2 East boys there, but it's nice to see a little spread of the teams being represented, which all goes well for a good competition.
There is talent across the globe, Wildus. So let's
across the globe.
Across the globe. We just haven't
found.
We
were in Northern Tasmania.
We just haven't found it all yet. We're going to get them. So let's go to round 9 and see how we go with South Launceston taking on North Launceston. 1 vote, Andre Brown Cross, South Launceston. 2 votes, Toby Morrison, South Launceston. 3 votes, Lucas Wooten, South Launceston.
East Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote, Campbell Stingle, Prospect. 2 votes, Isaac Smedley, Prospect. 3 votes, Isaac Bramage, East Launceston.
Well, there you go, Wildus.
Just starting to make a move here, young Isaac Bramage.
Well, he did, but then Lucas matched it with another 3 votes for South. And obviously Lucas has a stellar season. He did have a little bit of time away, I believe, with the under-16s.
He did.
Made the All-Australian, so a very, very talented footballer. Shoots a 3-pointer like no one in basketball. State touch player. golf handicap of about 4. Is there anything this kid can't do?
Can he throw a frisbee?
Not sure, but we'll see how we go. And let's move into round 10.
Launceston versus Prospect, 1 vote. Max Matthews, Prospect, 2 votes. Emmett Gale, Prospect, 3 votes. Isaac Smedley, Prospect.
Don't doubt seeing Isaac there in a low-scoring affair as a big key defender. So obviously had a great game. East Launceston versus North Launceston, 1 vote. Bailey Stewart, East Launceston, 2 votes. Archie Verbracken, East Launceston, 3 votes. Isaac Bramage, East Launceston. There we go. Now he's closing the gap.
Well, that's where the South by hurts, Lucas. And Isaac just closing that up.
The 2 Isaacs with Bramage and
We have
Smedley.
had that a bit tonight.
Same names,
Jacksons, yeah.
It's been a bit
Tony's. There are a couple of Kevins in there.
Yeah, there was. Johns, Phillips. We've had them all. Maxes. I think there was Maxes.
Derricks.
Wildus.
A couple of Derricks.
Couple of Derricks. So anyway, we'll go back to that leaderboard and just have a quick look. So Lucas Wooten out at 4 votes. Bramage coming hard. Isaac Smedley, Ollie Atkins, and the other boys. Archie Verbracken enters the leaderboard. So let's go into round 11.
Legs 11. East Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote. Lockie Plunkett, Launceston. 2 votes. Oliver Atkins, East Launceston. 3 votes. Isaac Bramage, East Launceston.
Wow. Prospect versus South Launceston, 1 vote. Alex Towns, South Launceston. 2 votes. Cooper Keedy, Prospect. 3 votes. Sebastian Page, South Launceston. There we go. How many best on grounds is
that's
Isaac?
4 in a row, I believe.
Absolutely. He is a lovely player to watch. Speed to burn. Walks on water, I reckon, the way he runs.
We see Seb Page entering the leaderboard there. Another one out of the kennel, but he suffered from not playing a full year. He had a potential modelling career curtailed partway through the season with a broken nose. Had to get around with a interesting prosthetic guard over the front.
There you go.
So not sure how the modelling career is going to go from here on in.
He is a super talent and a massive improvement. I'm expecting
Absolutely.
things, big things from him next year. So anyway, let's move straight into round 12, Wildus. And let's have a look at Prospect versus North Launceston in a drawn game.
A drawn game?
Drawn game.
Got the pencils out?
Number 1 vote, Emmett Gale. 2 votes. Chase Mitz. It's getting late. And 3 votes, Caden Stacey Baker from North Launceston.
Launceston versus South Launceston. 1 vote. Lachlan Bishop, South Launceston. 2 votes. Alex Towns, South Launceston. 3 votes. Ryder Bug, South Launceston. Last year's under 14, best and fairest, joint best and fairest, Ryder Bug. The underager in this age group.
Yeah, an exceptional ball user. Plays midfield, can go forward, loves a contested ball, a real talented
Had
young
the
fella
second
there. Oh,
high-
sorry, I jumped ahead.
Had the second highest metres gained for the year, just eclipsed his father Cameron's season high of blind turns as well, with 45 across the season.
Did that include his state under 15?
No,
games?
Duff didn't cover those ones, so we didn't get access to that. This was purely for the NTJFA, this one.
Excellent. All right, gee, I love the stats this year. Right.
Wonderful, Duff.
Let's move into it. Round 13.
North Launceston versus East Launceston. 1 vote. George Beecham, East Launceston. 2 votes. Oliver Atkins, East Launceston. 3 votes. Isaac Bramage, East Launceston.
Wow, there we go.
Coming home with a wet sail.
South Launceston versus Prospect. 1 vote. Sebastian Page, South Launceston. 2 votes. Lachlan Bishop, South Launceston. 3 votes. Alex Towns, South Launceston. So, Wildus, with the leaderboard, we now have a new leader.
Clubhouse leader.
Isaac Bramage. He's polled since round 8.
I think that's five best on grounds in a row.
It's a phenomenal performance.
Believe he was carrying a bit of a groin or thigh injury across this period and actually got thrown forward as a resting mid and managed to kick. What did he kick goals-wise this season?
Let's have a look at the stats.
He's certainly
25 goals for East Launceston there. So.
Loves a U-turn, Isaac. He had 89 in the season, resulting in 19 of his 25 goals.
Wow, there you go.
So they're taught these days to, a bit like Steve Smith in the cricket, just go what comes naturally. So you're allowed to U-turn, and Isaac's a great example of letting that foster.
There you go. Rightio. Let's move into round 14. South Launceston versus East Launceston. 1 vote, Lucas Wooten, South Launceston. 2 votes, Oliver Atkins, East Launceston. 3 votes, Alex Towns, South Launceston.
Some rich form, young Towner. North Launceston versus Launceston. 1 vote, Campbell Waterhouse, Launceston. 2 votes, Henry Marsden, Launceston. 3 votes, Xavier Davey, Launceston.
Well, Wildus, with 1 round left to go, let's have a look at the leaderboard, and Isaac Bramage has a 1-vote lead. It's out of those 2.
So the question is here, can Lucas put a performance together for round 15 to surpass Isaac, or has Isaac got another best on ground performance in him?
Did they both play?
Don't know. 15. We better go and see.
We better find out. Let's get to it with round...
I just said 15.
Excellent. Let's go. The final round. North Launceston v Prospect. 1 vote, Emmett Gale from Prospect. 2 votes, Isaac Smedley from Prospect. 3 votes, Jai Doherty from Prospect.
Launceston versus South Launceston.
East Launceston had the bye.
Well, let's see what happens here. 1 vote, Ethan Arnott, South Launceston.
Convincing win by South as well.
2 votes, Lachlan Bishop, South Launceston. And with 3 votes in the game, Alex Towns from South Launceston.
Wow.
Which results in the best and fairest runner-up in the Division 1 Under-16 boys for season 2023 is Lucas Wooten from the South Launceston Bulldog Kennel.
Yeah, a great season, an absolute talent. He has skills to burn, beautiful by foot.
Led the league with disposal efficiency, running with a hot 87% by foot, 91% by hand. So Jerry gave me those ones just before. Wonderful stats.
Hot off the press. Was an All-Australian in the Under-16s. He's got a bright future ahead. So well done.
Rightly.
Yeah, well done to Lucas. And that means our winner for the Under-16 boys Division 1 Best and Fairest for 2023 is Isaac Bramage from the East Launceston Football Club. Talk about an excitement machine.
Well, if you're putting together a bank of 5 best on grounds in a row, including 25 odd goals across the year, incredibly hard matchup. Very strong, very thick set through his core. Break a lot of tackles.
Yeah, has pace.
An absolute handful for defenders. So Isaac, wonderful season. Congratulations. We wish you all the best for your future football pursuits, and to all those boys, I know you said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again, good luck for the grand final.
Well, let's have a look at the final leaderboard. You've jumped ahead there, Will, you're excited, but Isaac Bramage, 1 vote winner over Lucas Wooten. Alex Towns had a phenomenal end of the season with 13 votes. Ollie Atkins, the Bull, with 13 votes as well from East Lonnie. Hard ball get. Isaac Smedley, the key defender, with 11.
Caden Stacey Baker, a wonderful midfielder for North Launceston, gets a lot of score chains there, and Seb Page, the former male model, and then young Ryder Bug, who's got another year left in this age group. We'll look forward to see where he goes next year.
Yeah, absolutely, Wildus. It's been a fantastic count. Some amazing results, some big winners, some tight contests, and that's what we want.
Absolutely. Thanks to all our sponsors once again. Thanks to all the staff at the NTJFA, everyone that puts everything on behind the scenes. Thanks to Duff. Thanks to Jerry for the wonderful stats this season. As I said on the lead-off, the most statistically advanced junior league within the country.
League in the country.
Leagues. And I expect that the AFL will be knocking on the doors at some stage soon.
Absolutely. My name's Worm.
And I am Wildus.
We're from way out in the wing, and we wish everyone tomorrow and on Sunday the best of luck in their grand finals. And, yeah, go get them, Tiger.
Cheers. Happy best and fairest.
Oof, there we go, mate. How do you think we went? We killed that. Suck it out. You don't need to suck it in anymore, mate. Well done.